Hello everybody and welcome to Back to the Future, the game. It's Back to the Future, the fourth movie, in game form because they couldn't make the movie. I don't know all the details, all the fancy little stuff. I know Marty McFly is not played by the same person, but I know Doc Brown is played by the same person. It's all good. I was watching Good play it. And honestly, I got sick and tired of waiting for him to finish the game. So I decided I wanted to play it, so I could figure out what happened. Now he's the whole way up on episode 3, and I'm going to start on episode 1. So I probably don't remember what happened in episode 1. So it's going to be a learning experience. Here we go. No, let's not show the goals. Let's do this the hard way. I always love the fancy loading screens with the unique little bugs there.
All right, I'm ready.
It sounds like Marty, though.
I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
Yeah, I don't know who they picked to play Marty McFly in the game,
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
but he does a good
Watch
Marty
this.
McFly voice.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
And I want that car. I want a DeLorean. Those things look awesome.
Not me. The car. The car.
I know you originally could buy, like, one of the Back to the Future cars, but I think they went for way the crap
My
more money than
calculations
I'll
are
ever
correct.
see in my life.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Oh, sure, they say it here, but in the future, they avoid that word.
Watch this. Watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
At a
Temporal
time.
displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
How did he time that? Seriously.
Doc, what the heck was that?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure
Did I say
of
anything
both
about
Einstein and
disintegrate?
the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal.
I always wanted to know
Look
what he
out!
said there. Like, I know it probably wasn't scripted, like, ever, but I was kind of curious what he would have said there.
Doc?
Huh,
Something's
that's
not right.
peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Was that
Doc,
27
what
seconds?
happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
It always kind of floored me that he managed to make a time machine so bloody accurate that it transported the dog exactly 1 minute into the future down to the picosecond, which always totally floored me.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention, the thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inverse.
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu.
I wonder if this gives you the option to do nothing. Like, this is from Take-Two games, just like The Walking Dead. And The Walking Dead had the option that basically you didn't say anything. Lone Pine Mall!
Scott,
I pointed that out to my mom one day.
I've made a horrible mistake.
That at the beginning of the movie it was Twin Pines Mall, and at the end of the movie it was Lone Pines Mall.
Doc!
She didn't notice that.
No!
She watched the
I'm
movie
sorry,
like
Marty.
a dozen more times than I have, and she
Doc,
never noticed
come
that.
back.
There's
Doc.
all kinds of little tiny things in the game like, or in the movies like that. It's pretty cool.
Doc!
Dream sequence. Shocking.
Marty,
I love the weird science
is
in the
everything
background.
okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare.
Greetings from the moon.
I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986.
I was 3 at the
But
time.
you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
Now, this is all supposed to take it. This is all supposed to happen after the 3rd movie. So at this point, the DeLorean was trashed by a train on a railroad track. Doc came back to the future in the big giant flying train with his family, and then went poof and disappeared. We don't know where he went. We don't know if he went to the future or into the past or whatever. And I love how the watch on top of the clock tower is an actual watch. The many, many, many clocks. Hey, one of that clock's times wrong. 2 of the clock's times were wrong. The subwoofer. May 14th.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never.
I would
You
say
wouldn't
that's a
believe
no.
how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I
The
know
guy
you're upset,
lost his
but your
family
friend's been gone
fortune
for months, and the city really seems
on all this
hell-bent
stuff.
on using his land for that new
Of course
parking
there's cool
garage.
stuff
And,
back there.
Hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair.
Is it
These
signed?
things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Yeah, that thing wouldn't work on
Come
him.
to
He
see
kind
if
of
the
doesn't
old
think much of
crackpot had
anything.
any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
All those cool things. You go forward and backwards in time, do all this neat little stuff, yet
I wonder why Doc didn't
now you're
take any
just
of
a
these
normal,
with him.
normal kid. Yeah, why are some of the clock's times wrong? Like, that one says it's 1 o'clock. This one says it's 4:37. I thought Doc had all of his stuff, like, perfectly synced. And these aren't supposed to show up at all. Go away. No, go away.
Hey, Dad,
I don't know what I clicked on.
who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Well, if you are still kind of screwed into having to do it, you may as well have somebody you know do it.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Plus the whole Libyans thing, I'm sure they haven't forgotten about that.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
I'm not supposed to have hints.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty.
Oh, and I love how it
Everyone's
still hasn't
allowed.
gone away.
Even Biff.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something.
Alright, enough of that.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, let's see what we can play with.
Let's make some noise.
I like how he turns it up to only a halfway. I don't want the hints. I specifically asked not to have the hints. In fact, the entire
Took me
reason I'm
forever to
playing this
repair
game
this thing
is just
after
to
I blew it
screw
out last
around.
time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
It's like, I know the story pretty far along. I want to play. Screw Biff. Let's play with the jukebox.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Screw you, Biff.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Technically. It was well before you were born.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Somehow I doubt that would work.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah, so?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse, for old time's sake?
No, I think I'll
For old
keep it.
time's sake. Marty,
Give it here,
your
Biff.
dad punched Biff
Well, look at what we have here.
and destroyed his life.
Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked
not
me
a
what-
catheter.
Worm food, kid.
That's something
But
else
this looks
entirely.
like it might be worth something. Ha!
What else is there to play with? Ooh, scientific equipment.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Oh, I recognize that thing. You see that later in episode 1. Oh, cool. I love the wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff. Let's see. Oh, hey, guitar.
Hey,
The
Dad,
hell is
why's
his
my
guitar?
guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Inventory. The guitar that magically disappeared. They really should have put it on his back or something. It's
Here's the
wireless
oldie.
now.
What a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead.
Chuck Butthead?
Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
Plays one chord and puts it away.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
It's like
Hey,
Marty
Dad.
could play, we knew that.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
Okay,
I'll keep
that's
looking
enough of
around.
that.
Thanks, Dad.
Nothing really useful there anyways. Let's screw with Biff's head.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, Butthead.
Sure, go ahead. Have fun.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
That
Oh,
goes.
shit.
Doc, where are you?
Yeah. And there it is. Makes absolutely no bloody sense.
Doc?
Do they at least point out that the DeLorean shouldn't be there? Yes, I know I watched Good play this, but it wasn't pointed out there either. That's part of why I'm doing this.
Einstein!
Hi, Einie.
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
I love all the little details that were put in. Hey, there's a random shoe.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Yes, that was a really, really bad Torchwood episode. Hey, tape recorder.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that's
Four
sometime
coordinates. I'm
is
assuming
now.
X, Y,
Or
Z,
then,
and
later.
whatever
He's in
time
trouble.
would qualify as.
You come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right, last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Yeah, he's not very articulate. Oh, that's just that annoying thing. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, there we go. Einstein.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
I'd like to point out that this should not work.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
That dog's not a tracking dog.
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
The lab rat was never trained to actually go tracking. It's the right skateboard, but it's not hovering.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans!
Get off my lawn!
Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
Same thing.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
Would you be punctual if you didn't have to be?
Skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Surprised you just didn't say, all teenagers are hooligans. Get off my lawn, you damn kids!
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your
You damn
business,
slackers!
But I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh?
And somehow she recognizes it. That shoe is in perfect condition. That shoe is not. There were probably millions of those shoes created. Well, okay, thousands. But still, how did she recognize that specific
Leave
shoe?
that creature outside.
Sorry, Einstein.
Also, if she had only one shoe, why did she keep it?
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one.
How did that shoe get so
Much
destroyed
better.
if there's
So
only one of them? It's not like
neat
she's
and orderly.
using them.
Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
A 1986
Have a
version of
seat, Sonny.
Wikipedia. It's a fact. Look it up.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
cat balls. Crazy old cat lady.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Yep, crazy old cat lady. Only missing, like, 12 cats.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised.
Well, we're definitely talking about the
young
20s.
man.
That's the only time that
Your
speakeasies were
generation
necessary.
doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Yeah, sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Hey, Jesus gave wine to everybody, so...
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
And where NASCAR was invented.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
She has a problem
Following
with video
year,
rentals?
as I recall.
Does she work with the MPAA? You know, VCRs are the Boston Strangler of the movie industry.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out.
All
Every
stacked up
single
precariously.
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Well, duh.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Damn tannins.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground! Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized.
Yep, looks
Not
like
about
it.
to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Jam? Crazy old ladies are having fun.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Damn, that guy never had hair.
Never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Yeah, sure. I won't touch anything.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Why is it always manure?
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
I like how the subtitles didn't quite match. Binoculars.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Why was the video wrapped in...
Rebuilt in February 1932.
Oh, hey, well, there we go.
Fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Let's see.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
Nope, nothing new there.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Let's see if at least getting the year will help.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
You know, I've never owned a teapot that whistled. The one I have now just makes really,
Let's see.
really
Ground broken on
creepy
site
noises.
of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
See, now he got really, really lucky with that one.
Newspapers!
Because she
Sorry,
could have
Miss
lost her
Strickland.
shoe
Let me-
No!
at any
You've
point in
gotten
time
my
in the
history
Doc's
out of
timeline.
order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
The neighbors are all, God damn it, she needs to shut up.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Let's go Halloween party. Oh, wait, it's May. Never mind. Wait, now I'm curious. But let's do something
Didn't I
logical.
tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Fiddler on the Roof.
Grapes of Wrath?
Or that.
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing.
Spectator
right?
number 3.
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Nope. I'll be back in like, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe.
You ready to go, Einstein?
It's a time machine. I can get you back 5 minutes ago. Boink.
Time circuits, on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Fluxy. You can tell this was designed by an engineer and not by somebody with practical knowledge, because even in the movie, Marty couldn't shift gears without hitting this thing.
Okay, If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
I saw a January flash on the bottom one.